I'm Liv Gaskill and I'm Associate Editor of The Pathologist. One of many things, but I would say the best part is the audience. So pathologists and laboratory medicine professionals are so engaged and they're a really nice bunch. So when I first came and started at Texera and started on The Pathologist, obviously I'm not a pathologist, my background isn't in laboratory medicine or a laboratory field, so I came into it thinking, you know, I wouldn't know anyone, I wouldn't know the field, and everyone made me so welcome, both on social media, all our contributors, everyone's made me feel really welcome. So I would definitely say the audience is the best part of The Pathologist. I've had a lot of creative freedom since I started at Texera. I've been able to kind of steer my own work and my own development, which has been really nice with my quarterly objectives. So at the moment, Michael and I, the editor of The Pathologist, are currently creating a podcast called The Pathology Grand Tour. So we are currently going through the interviews and writing the questions for that. So that'll be really fun. Another example would be starting this thing called Path Twitter discussions on social media. So we are trying to ramp up a lot of our social media activity to be more engaged with our audience. So they've gone really well so far. So every couple of weeks I'll think of kind of a hot topic in pathology and write a question around that to kind of generate a discussion among our audience. So as I mentioned before, Michael and I are currently creating the podcast for The Pathologist, The Pathologist Grand Tour, and then that will go into production and hopefully, I imagine, released at some point later this year. So that's really exciting. The other thing that I'm excited about over the coming year is travel. So I started in August 2020, which was smack bang in the middle of the COVID pandemic. So this past year, even though my role should have involved travel, I've obviously not been able to do that, so all the conferences and the meetings that I would have attended have all been virtual. So I've not been able to, even though I have been able to virtually meet our audience and our readers, it's not been quite the same as if I was meeting them face to face. So over the coming year, I'm hopefully, now that things are starting to open up a bit more and travel's being a bit more allowed, that I'll be able to go to conferences, meet, network more and meet our readers.